Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. This is taken at the 18. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go! Let's go!
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Claypool. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
On first down, it's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Allen to Beasley, first down, Buffalo. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early, so that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be stopped short of a first at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. McKenzie now to return it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards. Loves the freedom that this Bills offense affords him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down at 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. from the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Allen to throw once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in. Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. It's a jet sweep. Roethlisberger bats it forward. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
In his 5th year in Pittsburgh, a good bounce back last year for Juju with 97 catches. He must continue to make grabs like that and get upfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Allen. Being chased out left. First down and more for Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sanders. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Allen on third. He shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Roethlisberger.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Moss. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Singletary. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Timeouts, but they still have